great news. They've accepted that contract and signed on the dotted line. We should celebrate. And make sure we figure out how to stop any leaks about it. Nice work getting this one over the line. Well, it looks like we've been pipped to the post by another team. They've agreed to contract. It's all locked.
It's all about flow and pace today, qualifying in Qatar. A high-speed test that will set the grid for tomorrow's race. So welcome along. And that's it for sprint qualifying. Plenty more. Welcome to today's sprint. This is shaping up to be another fantastic weekend. So we're back here in Losail, and this is the track map. 3.34 miles, 16 turns, and just one DRS zone out of turn 16. It's already a fast and flowing track after all. There's a good overtaking opportunity with DRS though, through the long straight and into turn 1. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's sprint. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position, just edging out Alex Albon, who'll start from P2. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Russell, Leclerc, Esteban Ocon, and Norris, Antonelli, Tsunoda, Piastri, and Carlos Sainz, Fernando Alonso, Hamilton, Gabriel Bortoleto, and Stroll, Hulkenberg, Behrman, Pierre Gasly, and Jack Doohan, Hadjar, Lawson, Miata, and Victor Martins rounds off the grid. Which of these drivers will get pole position today? We'll soon find out. And alongside me today is a man who needs no introduction, but I'll try anyway. It's Ant Davidson. Well, they say that a change is as good as a rest, and whilst there's not much rest on show in the sprint format today, there's definitely a change to what we're usually seeing on the track. So we come to Qatar this weekend, and what's the word I'm looking for when I think about the middle part of this track? Relentless.
The whole track's relentless. It's predominantly built to be a motorbike circuit. For an F1 car, that means a lot of G-force. It's hot here, it's humid this time of the year that we come to in Formula One, and this puts pressure on the drivers. It also puts pressure on the car and the demands of the tyres. So it's a brutal circuit.
We're at the back, but give it 100% and we can still come away with a decent result. I believe in you, come on. That move was illegal, I'm afraid, mate. Return the position, give it back. Okay, listen, don't worry about it, mate. It can happen to the best of us. Now look, I've put a new strategy option for you in the MFD, so go and have a look. Okay, some information on Gasly. Okay, they're out of this race. Copy that. Up to speed now, let's get some heat into those tyres. DRS now enabled. DRS enabled. If you continue to cut corners, the stewards are going to give you a penalty. Be careful. Wow, that was a heck of an impact. Let me know you're okay.
So that wraps up the sprint race, but there's still more action yet to come this weekend. We've got qualifying and, of course, the Grand Prix. It's all about flow and pace today, qualifying in Qatar, a high-speed test that will set the grid for tomorrow's race. So welcome along.
that looked bad. Are you alright? Let me know you're okay.
Welcome back to Qatar and the Lusail International Circuit. There's a long history of two-wheeled motorsport action here, but in 2021, Lewis Hamilton won out as part of an epic battle that year with Max Verstappen. But who will win out tonight? We're back here in Lusail for a track that's 3.34 miles long. There are 16 turns around its unique three-prong shape and just a single DRS zone out of turn 16. It's fast and it's flowing, and there's a good overtaking opportunity with DRS down the long straight and into turn 1. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. World champion Max Verstappen starts from pole position, just ahead of George Russell, who starts this event from P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Sainz, Piastri, Lando Norris and Hamilton, Albon, Leclerc, Fernando Alonso and Lance Stroll, Behrman, Tsunoda, Nico Hülkenberg and Hadjar, Lawson, Antonelli, Jack Doohan and Gabriel Bortoleto, Gasly, Ocon, Miata and Victor Martins rounds off the grid. With preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track. And alongside me today, a man small in stature but big on comment, Anthony Davidson. Hello. And let's talk momentum with this driver. What a sprint it was. They start at 0 once again for today, but with a huge amount of confidence, surely. Well, they'll definitely be glad that there's not a sprint race today. Let's face it, the sprint couldn't have gone much worse, but what we're looking for today is a reaction. So we come to Qatar this weekend, and what's the word I'm looking for when I think about the middle part of this track? Relentless.
The whole track's relentless. It's predominantly built to be a motorbike circuit. For an F1 car, that means a lot of G-force. It's hot here, it's humid this time of the year that we come to in Formula One, and this puts pressure on the drivers. It also puts pressure on the car and the demands of the tyres. So it's a brutal circuit.
Try to put the starting position out of your mind and just focus on the race ahead. We can still do a good job here today. Okay, we think the underbody's incurred some slight damage, but nothing too serious at the moment. Just be careful. Okay, mate, don't worry about the damage. I've got some new strategy options if you go and check your MFD. Virtual safety car deployed. Slow down and maintain a positive delta. Virtual safety car is deployed. Okay, the safety car is out. Safety car is out. We need to form up at reduced pace. Keep a close eye on that delta time. Make sure to keep it positive. Understood. Stopping this lap. Okay, Ritomo is out of the race. Right, drop your speed. Our delta's too low and we're going to risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. Okay, the underbody's taken some damage. You might start to notice it soon. Ocon ahead, and the time last lap, 1:52.2, and gap to the car in front, 57.3 seconds. They're on fresh softs. We think they've got one more stop. Okay, let's get ready to go racing again. The safety car is in this lap. When the field accelerates, remember there's no overtaking until the timing line. Safety car in this lap. Okay, gap ahead, 19.3 seconds. DRS has been enabled. DRS is now enabled. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. Okay, gap to the car in front, 25.5 seconds. okay? That was a big one. Confirm you're okay, please.
And in the end, there was no Verstappen. Max Verstappen, he takes victory.
This race really mattered for them today, Crofty. You know, it's close in the Drivers' Championship. You feel that pressure as a driver as it gets towards the end of the championship. And, you know, it's a big relief. It's a weight off your shoulders, and you'll know that it was a job well done.
And it's time for that special moment for our special three today. The podium awaits our top three finishers. And for those that have missed the Dutch national anthem, fear not. It's back again because Max Verstappen is back on the top step. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
Hey boss, look. This could be a day to remember for the team.
Welcome along, everybody. It's the fastest day of the week, qualifying Saturday, and we're here in Abu Dhabi. Goodbye for now then, but really we're just getting started. Make sure to join... Welcome to the Yas Marina circuit for the finale of another thrilling Formula One season. It's been a breathtaking year, and we end it at a track that's been the scene of many glories and heartbreaks over its history. It's time to end the season in style. It's time for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. The Yas Marina circuit is made up of 3.28 miles of track, featuring 16 corners with 2 very long straights. DRS zones going into the heavy braking zones of both Turn 5 and Turn 7 offer plenty of potential for overtaking. The circuit comes with its fair share of tricky corners, which will certainly test a driver's braking management. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Tsunoda, Hamilton, Esteban Ocon, and Norris. Sainz, Russell, Antonelli, and Fernando Alonso. Piastri, Albon, Lance Stroll, and Hülkenberg. Hadjar, Behrman, Gabriel Bortoleto, and Jack Doohan. Gasly, Lawson, Miata, And Victor Martins rounds off the grid. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. And alongside me today, former Formula One driver and former world champion too. See, told you I'll give you a big intro. Anthony Davidson, hello. Here we go then, Ant. Final race of the season. One more dance around the racetrack and plenty of opportunity to show out there that you've still got the quick step.
Absolutely, Crofty. You know, you start this race today, your head's in the game for the race. You've got to get that one done and dusted the best you can, but you've already got an eye on next year. And you're thinking about how you can improve as a team, how you can improve as a driver as well to bring better performance into next season, because the rest don't stop.
If we don't want to be stuck near the back for most of the race, you're going to need to push early on. Good luck. Are you all right? Engine off, engine off.
And so the celebrations begin, and well-earned they are indeed. It might have looked simple at times, but as any racing driver will tell you, competing at this level at the very top is anything but simple. There's no catching them now then. We have a new World Drivers' Champion. The checkered flag is out. We're going to be hearing that Dutch national anthem again, because it's victory for Max Verstappen. And once all the hard work is over, and after lap of brilliant racing, it's time now to celebrate with our podium trio. But there can only be one on the top step. Your number one, Max Verstappen. So let's celebrate the end of the season, but I know a lot of you will be very sad out there thinking, what are you going to do without Formula One? Don't worry, folks, it'll be back before you know it. We'll see you next year.
We have something for you to look at, please.
Can I borrow you for a moment, boss? We got the outcome we were hoping for, boss.